What is up? Welcome to the NBA Rundown. It's a holiday edition. It's Martin Luther King Day. Great day for us here in America. For all our international viewers, I hope you know what's going on. But everyone in America knows why today is important and why it should be celebrated. And the NBA is at the forefront of that celebration, JC, right? Instead of having all the games at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, and have them all jammed together, they're not standalone, but they're, each one has a chance to shine. Great matchups. I know the players should be up for it. So I'm looking forward to breaking down today's slate of action. Do you want to just give your thoughts on how this holiday is and what you're looking forward to today?
Man, I don't have a whole lot. I was going to say it's always so here in Memphis, they have one of the premier games of the day. And I always felt like that was really ironic. But it's big here. So yeah, I'm excited for the NBA action. No real thoughts on the day. It is an important one. MLK is a definitely huge figure in our country. Should be celebrated, no doubt. But yeah, I'm just here to talk basketball.
All right, we're ready to do that right now. Then let's dive right into the slate because hey, these guys got to get their bets in soon. This game tips off in about 1 hour. It's the Boston Celtics who are -9 in Charlotte taking on the Hornets. The total is 231. Everybody, I see you guys in the chat. Happy to see you. Bill Miner giving me the great advice. I got to ask the people, hit the like when you come in, guys. Sauce Boss doing it for the King today. Completely agree, man. It's a great way to celebrate, a great achievement and something that happened here in our country. Boy, it's been a while now, but hey, the ramifications still affected, and we all are really happy about that. We the People says happy MLK, make lots of cash day. Sauce Boss says it's a big props day. All right, and we'll be getting to the props as well. My guy Parabe, see you in here. Hit the like, and Matty Ice. Love to see everyone here in the chat. Of course, guys, drop a mention in the chat. Let me know you're here, and of course, hit that thumbs up button. And we'll tell you about how great Run Pure Sports is later on in the program. Right now, the Boston Celtics -9, totals 231. Hey, I'll be honest, JC, I started a little late today. I'm just putting in the numbers right now. So give me your thoughts here, and I'm gonna throw these projections onto the playbook right now. But actually, before we do that, let's bring in another guy who's really big on the Memphis Grizzlies and understands Memphis very well. Hey, Tyler, how you doing today? I know we're up bright and early, but I'm glad to see you.
Yeah, I'm good. I got stuck at the store behind some old lady in the line. That's why I'm late. You know how those people are, but we're happy to be here.
We're slandering old people right off the bat, huh?
Can't stand old people, spread. I see our guy JC has transitioned off the Miami Dolphins, and he's now wearing the Kansas City shirt. We love to see that.
Patrick Mahomes and I, we're colleagues or former colleagues, so I got to share some love for him.
He worked for the Clippers?
No. He was, oh my gosh. Oakley athlete, man. So, him and I, we were like tight when I was there. So, got to rep the homie.
All right. Let's see. We'll start with you, JC, though. Talk to me about the Celtics -9 and what you're thinking in this first game.
Yeah, I mean, I hate these back-to-back spots. They played, Saturday? And
it's not a back-to-back then.
What?
Today's Monday. It's not a back-to-back.
Oh, no, they were the last teams to play it. Like, they played each other on Saturday.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Like I said, it's a late start today for me. We were in the holiday mood, sleeping in.
Boston beat them 122-106. So I never know what direction to go in these spots. So I feel like Charlotte will make it a tighter game today. I don't really have a move on the line, but I do got two props I really like. I really like LaMelo Ball's points over, I believe it's 25.5. He kind of had he still hit that number last time out, and Charlotte only scored 106. I think that number will be a little bit higher today, so I think he should be able to hit that prop again. And I'm thinking Tatum's under, so that's at 32.5. He put up 33 last time, and I don't think Boston's going to be able to put up 122 on Charlotte again. So I think taking the under on his points is the move here.
All right, Tyler, what do you think? We're going under here. My projections have this line pretty close, but early starts usually mean unders, although that wasn't the case yesterday for the first game of the day. What are your thoughts here, Tyler?
Yeah, I don't mind the under air 231, but my favorite look is I like the Robert Williams double-double. I mean, our guy We the People's in the chat talking about the over on the rebounds for him. Dude, centers just absolutely eat up Charlotte. They're missing guards. It looks like White and Brown are going to be out today. That just means more usage to go around. Robert Williams could fall into 10 points here. I think he clears the rebounds pretty easily. So getting 2-1 on the double-double like that. I like Marcus Smart over 8.5 assists here at plus money also. And I like his over 2.5 threes. You've seen Brogdon light this backcourt up for Charlotte. He went for 30 points the other day. Why can't Marcus Smart be the guy that scores the points in this spot? So I like those couple of props, and I do like the Celtics to win this game, but I'm not laying 8.5.
All right. Yeah, and it's up to 9 here on Bookmaker. I had the Celtics winning by 10. Not much of an edge there. I have this game 1 point under. Not much of an edge there, but just off of everything, I would go under. Just because usually these games start slow.
Maybe in the chat for the old people comment spread.
Yeah, you don't want to come. Hey, come on, guys. Hey, because you think about it.
It's not
Tyler,
all old people. It's the old people that have to stand there and talk to the cashier about their whole day. It's 7 a.m. Get the fuck out of the
I
store.
used to do that. That's one of the reasons that I went back to just get a quick afternoon job. I was becoming one of those people because all I did was sit in the house, talk to you on this stream, and watch sports. And it was like, I need real human interaction. Like, there's something for it. So, hey. That might be the only person those old people talk to all day, Tyler. And hey, who's more likely to buy a subscription to Run for Your Sports? Someone your age, bumping young golf, or someone my age with lots of money, bumping Mozart every single day?
Trust me.
That's right.
Target
audience, Tyler. Know your audience.
Spread, they had you beat by like 30 years.
No. I am getting a little gray here. I mean, this is really. I usually like to cut it so you can't see it. All right. So, anyways,
is that where you're going, Gray, from all those dead bodies?
Yeah, or dead unders like last night when I had the under and gosh, what game was that? Oh my God.
That's why his camera's always blurry, JC. It is just in case if that door opens in the back, we really don't see what falls out.
Yep.
I'll tell you about that after the show, Tyler. Dang it, what was the game we had last night? It was. I gotta go look. Did you do the playbook this morning, Tyler? What was our under yesterday? It was 233.5.
We lost it. Give me one second.
Because the dude fouled.
It was the Denver game. They came in at 239.
And it was
235 in the total.
See, look, our guy Tony in the chat, he even says, I work at a grocery store, so I know the feeling, especially when you're trying to go on break. People just won't leave the guys alone at the store.
Tony, do it for us old people. Like I said, it could be the only people we talk to all day. Otherwise, I'm just at home talking to my cat, man. It's rough over here. But hey, did you see the guy foul with 10 seconds to go? And they're up by 1. It didn't even make any sense. It was one of the stupidest fouls I've ever seen. And the game would not have gone over.
Okay. Yeah, the game went over by 1 point.
Yeah, so pissed. All right, let's move on. I think if anything, I bet the first half under on the Celtics Hornets. But I like your guys' looks on the props. I think that's a better way to approach it. Indiana Pacers, another big spread here. The Milwaukee Bucks are minus 9.5 hosting the Indiana Pacers. The total's 233.5. Tyler, we got to check the injury report, right? Is Giannis finally back? I'm assuming so, looking at this line, right?
Him and Drew are probable.
It's probable. Drew Holiday. And our guy Flash in the chat was talking to me about Drew Holiday rebounds, Tyler. So let's look into that a little bit. Bobby Portis is probable. We're assuming these guys play, though, right, on the big day. Although, to be fair, this isn't a national TV game. This is a league pass game.
Yeah, I mean, looking at those rebounds for Drew, I see 4.5. It might be a good look, but that's just not a prop I play on Drew, especially with Giannis on the floor. I mean, we could watch Giannis just snag up 20 rebounds, and it wouldn't surprise anybody here. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to stay away from that personally. I really don't want to lay 10 with the Bucks either because they just haven't looked like that powerhouse of a team. So I'm probably going to take the points.
I have them winning by 12, Tyler.
You have them winning by 12? I mean,
yeah.
Who's all out here? Let's see. Turner's. Halliburton's still out, right?
Yeah.
I know his name's not listed here, but yeah.
Turner's so, hey, you know what we got to do, Tyler? Travis said in order to get that info, you have to buy a membership, and then it lists it all for you.
Oh, okay.
Tricky, but you know what? They got me. I'll tell you what, though. They provide great information for – I mean, it's a staple of the show every day. I might as well give them a little bit.
The site I have always lists everything. So, like, I got Miles Turner.
Which one are you using?
I use Covers.
For injury report?
Yeah. So, I got all the current stuff and the, like, old stuff. Like, Halliburton or Zion.
Then why are we using Basketball Monster for the last 2 years?
Oh, covers is the best. It's like everything you want in one spot.
I'm already switching over, spread.
All right, switch over for us. Let me find. Send me the link in the DM, Tyler, and then I can pull it up. Okay,
I got it right here.
So you use covers. You have the injury report. You know that Tyrese Halliburton is out. JC, I want to take the Bucks here, but I don't know. It is. I mean, Tyler's right. It is a lot of points. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, no. So here's the thing, man. I mean, I'm always scared to take these big spreads. Like we constantly see it with the Memphis games. And I'm just like, man, it's just too many points. However, a banged-up Pacers team, the Bucks consistently clobber Milwaukee. So I think they should cover here. Now, granted, full disclosure to the people, the fact that I'm finally jumping on a large spread means Indiana will probably cover. So do what you will with that. But I will be betting the Bucks to cover.
Okay. My numbers like the Bucks. JC likes the Bucks. Tyler, what else do you think about this game?
Yeah, I mean, looking at some of these performance doubles, maybe coming on like a Lopez, 15-plus points, Milwaukee wins. If Turner sits, I mean, they're really going to be small in the front court. He could absolutely just kill him in there. He could easily get to 15 points, and that's plus 130. I like that a lot better than laying the 10 points. And you could also come in on a Giannis, 30 points, and Milwaukee wins, even money. That'd be my two bets in this game if this was the only game on the board.
And the best part about that bet is if Giannis actually did sit, then it's canceled, right?
Yep.
So you're actually protecting, right, against getting screwed by late news. But I don't think there's any way that these guys don't play, right? I mean, am I being overly optimistic?
No, I mean we always say that questionable means probable.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, and Giannis is listed as probable, so yeah, he's good.
Hey, I was wrong. Flash wanted under. Sorry, Flash. It's been a busy morning, man. I woke up late. A lot of messages. That's what's bad about being at the West Coast, right? If I get up at 7, it's a normal time to get up, right? I mean, it's a little late for me. Usually I'm up by 5, 6, right? But
that's late if you're old. I feel like that's early for most people.
Right, but it's just so much is already going on. Like,
JC, I'll get off work from a night shift working overnights, and I will send him a message at 7 a.m. Eastern time, mind you that, and he'll respond like he's just normally awake.
I mean, a lot of times I do go to bed early, like especially if my night game is already decided and I'm losing, I just go to bed. Like, like tonight, like on the Rockets Lakers, we'll talk about having a side, right? But if it's halftime and I know I'm going to lose, it's like I got a lot to do in the morning. But I got to wake up and listen to Mozart, right, Tyler? All right. Anything more on the Pacers and the Bucks here, guys? Before we move on.
Nope, that's it for
me. What are we thinking about his points prop? So I mean, he's been kind of down.
Who, Giannis?
Yeah, because of the injuries, seemingly point prop sitting at 31.5. I mean, if he's a full go, I feel like on this Indiana team, he should easily clear that number, but I'm just concerned about what his minutes and usage will look like.
Yeah, I don't hate that call in the 31.5. I'd rather just play that performance double though on FanDuel, the 30 plus and win.
Yeah.
Hey, JC, we got a little extra time today. It's a shorter slate, and I know that Tyler does great too, and you're doing really good on the props. I was thinking about this yesterday, right? Because when you get up bright and early, you have time to think about things. So a sports book, right? Let's go on one of the games last night, right? The Bengals and the Ravens, right? Now, Their idea, they usually don't want to take a stand there, right? They want to post a line that has even action, right? So they posted 8.5, and their idea is they want 50% of the money on Cincinnati, 50% on whatever. They take the 5% vig, right? Because it's minus 110, so it comes out to about 5%. And they automatically make money, right? They can't lose. Just like a poker room can't lose. Right? A poker room can't lose money. The only way to lose money is if no one's sitting at the table. These player props is not that way. They're literally playing against us because nobody's betting these unders. They can't. At what point? I think that's an interesting facet of it, that they're not just putting up a line that they think is neutral. They're literally playing against us. How do you think that changes like the player prop market, or do you think I'm just overthinking this?
I think I'm overthinking a little bit. I've always been curious about that. Two things I've always been curious about. One, so like Giannis' line of 30 is so weird because like he's either going to be way under because he has another off night, or he's going to put up like 40 because that's kind of where he's at. Like he averages 30, but he rarely actually scores that. So I always feel like that's kind of an odd placement of the line. So I do agree with you on that. Something I've always wondered, though, like on game lines, they want that 50% action. But if they knew the outcome of the game, like they knew exactly what the score was going to be, like they knew Cincinnati was going to win by 7 last night, would they still place the line appropriately? Like, would they place it at 6.5? Or do they still just place it on how they think they're going to get 50-50 bets?
And now I listened to Chris Andrews, and he's on VSiN with Gil Alexander, and he makes the lines for the South Point, and he will take stands on certain games. He'll say, I'm going to post this line, and I know that I'm going to be uneven on the action. So I know they do take stands on certain games, but I think for the most part, they just like to play it safe. But these player props they're literally playing against us. I'm surprised they're not even more.
I think we the people hit it on the head. They base a lot of those on averages. Like if you look back at Giannis's average on the season, I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh yeah, no, he's averaging 31. Yeah, for sure.
They always default back to those because if they have a Giannis 25.5 right now, you betting the under? Anybody betting the under?
No.
Exactly. Like at 35.5, is anybody betting the under? Because do people even bet unders?
I've seen people all over Twitter. They were begging to get that line again. They were like, hang that 35.5 again. I dare you. When he was playing bad, everyone was slamming that under on Twitter. So they play those by the averages. Once some guys start to have these lulls in their season where Giannis is right now, where he's kind of just playing bad, they just default back to the averages.
Okay, I'm overthinking it. We'll move on. The New Orleans Pelicans are +7 in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. The total is 222.5. Let's see. So I was going to go to Basketball Monster, but you sent me this here. Let's try covers for this matchup here.
Well, our guy JC had one more argument in that thing we just had. What'd you have?
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say a better example of what I was saying. I appreciate you, Tyler. Would be the Dolphins game. Like if they knew Miami was going to win by 3 and they hung Buffalo -3.5, right? They would have just taken all the money. Like, would they do that if they knew it? Or do they still prefer?
I think they would.
I agree that they would, but I don't think you could be that blatantly obvious with it. Like in that match, like for instance, yesterday, like that game came in lined at 3.5. Of course, you wouldn't have found a Dolphins ticket. But when they win the game by 3, everyone riots.
That's okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
It would be like a boost. It'd be like, oh, you boosted this down to 3.5 for us, and then you somehow hooked us in the end.
Like earlier in the season when they did the Herbert touchdown prop or whatever.
Yeah, he doesn't throw one; they run them all in.
Yeah.
All right. So for New Orleans, the only person on this report I see is questionable is Herb Jones. Pretty clean. Dean Wade, Dylan Windler still out for Cleveland. They're having problems at forward. Ingram and Zion, of course, are still out. If you didn't remember that. So Cleveland heavily favored here at home. What are your thoughts, Tyler?
Yeah, I mean, looking at this one, it's probably just going to be Cleveland for me. I mean, the Pelicans are pretty banged up. Just going to be CJ out there. I don't hate the CJ props. I mean, they've been free money. They have adjusted those numbers I've seen recently, though. I think he's up to like 27.5. So maybe a little kickback on that, but I'm still never mind. He's back down to 25.5 on a low total. So right back to the over on that. Give me his over 3s. That's probably it for me in this game.
All right, I'm filling in my the playbook right now with the projections. What are your thoughts here, JC?
Yeah, right there. I mean, Tyler and I would be talking about it. That CJ prop's been pure money. So one of those streaky things you knew it just had to come to an end eventually. Last time out, CJ only scored like 15. So it almost got that out of the way. That number's back down to 25. Just a bad game from McCollum. It happened. So definitely riding that hard again today. He should have like 30. So definitely the play there. As far as the game itself, I don't know. Like it's just, I'd probably take Cleveland with the points, but this New Orleans team with the injuries has been pretty hard to pick against. But if I had to make a play, it would be Cleveland -7.
All right. Yeah, I'm looking right now. My guy Clyde's not in the chat, but he would love it. I'm actually pretty close on the number here. So I think the props are the better way to approach this game. Tyler, anything more on this game before we move on?
So that's it for me on that one.
I hate not having my projections done before we start the show. I gotta get up earlier. Tyler, you gotta message me at 7 a.m. your time. Make sure I get up.
Make sure you're awake.
Yeah. Why did I not do this part? I'm getting wrong on Atlanta. I'm doing Atlanta, Miami right now. Okay, let's move on. Toronto Raptors are in New York taking on your Knicks, Tyler. The total here is 218. I actually have an edge here. I like surprise.
Surprise.
Oh, wait.
Like the Knicks.
No, I like
Nope.
the over. Don't we always like the over on these?
Love the over in the Knicks games. I think it came up short.
It hasn't been hitting for us the last week, though.
No, it has. It only got us in that one game last week, and they lost it by 1 point. So right back to it. Give me the over here. This matchup's a little weird, though. I mean, if there's a matchup in the NBA where they come in at like 98, 93, it's probably this one. So I'm worried about that a little bit. Van Fleet's the only questionable tag I see. So, I mean, I'm still going to side with Toronto in this one. I think Siakam's going to absolutely feast in the front court. I think he's going to dominate this team. He's going to show up in Madison Square Garden. And that Van Fleet injury, it's a lower back soreness, could play. So I'm not going to rule that out. But definitely the Siakam props for me.
All right. You like the Siakam props. I like the over. What do you think, JC?
I don't know how you can pick against New York right now. I mean, they are so hot. They've won 8 of their last 9, something like that. I love New York in this spot. Toronto has just been garbage. The Siakam props, I think that's
they've been better now that they're fully healthy.
Yeah, no, it's true, but still, I mean, just New York at home with the way they're playing right now on as a short favorite. I'm absolutely taking the Knicks.
Okay, and I can't argue with that. I just wanted to point out that I think Toronto's.
This is when my team scares me the most, Brett, is when they're winning games like this, because then it's like, oh, they're doing good, and then they get blasted right in their mouth by somebody.
For sure.
Hey, as a Kings fan, I can relate to that.
I almost hate looking at last 10 because I get so caught up in streaks, or if a team's losing, coming into this New York's won 5 in a row.
You just want to keep fading them.
Yeah. It's eventually something's got to give, and then it ends up like Brooklyn where they win 18 in a row.
I disagree. I think it's great.
Didn't we use it? Was it? I don't know if this was the same matchup, but I know we used Toronto in a spot like this earlier in the season spread. We were like, oh, one of us picked them. It's like, how are we picking against this team? It's like, well, they're healthy.
It was Cleveland.
Again. Okay, that's what Cleveland. It was.
And I took Cleveland, and you guys beat me in that game.
All right, spread. You walk up to the roulette table, you see Reds hit 10 times in a row. What are you betting?
That's different.
No,
it doesn't matter. It's still 50% either way. Or 48%.
But what are you betting? What are you betting?
I'm not playing table games unless I'm trying to get comps.
Tyler?
Probably red.
Oh,
I probably walk right past the table though, because I hate roulette. I played roulette one time.
No.
And it was like I bet it. It was like I just lost my money and don't even know what just happened. Like
I don't know if I'm just a lucky mofo, but I love roulette and I always make money playing roulette.
I think we need to talk to our guy.
You seem like you are a lucky guy.
Somehow, some way, our guy's already tilted at 12:27 in the morning.
Yeah, Marquis, what's going on? Why are we tilted already? We haven't even.
We haven't even had a game.
We haven't even had in bed yet. We should have a fresh night's sleep. Is he bet? He maybe bet Australian Open. Maybe he had a bet overnight.
Yes,
blackjack's better than roulette.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I agree with our guy. We the people.
I know basic strategy. I know the odds. I know all that. I still lose money at blackjack, so I just stay away. It's the weirdest thing. My wife loves blackjack.
All table games are designed so the house will win. It's not surprising that you lose.
Yeah, no, but I don't hit roulette.
Okay, well, you're a lucky guy. Let me go back to why I think last 10 is cool, though, right?
Sure.
Let's look at Utah. How good were they at the beginning of the year? Does that matter right now? They were in first place in the Western Conference right now at one point. Does that matter right now? So I think the last 10 is and also, for example, New Orleans, right? Their last 10, they haven't had Brandon Ingram. So that's a better marker to me than their full game, right? Because their last 10 is more indicative of the team that we're currently seeing.
No, for sure. I definitely think in that essence it's good, right? To get he's gone. Get a feel of how teams are playing. But
I'm here. If I have to blow my nose or something, I lose the camera.
If you got to get a feel for how a team is playing, absolutely. But I'm talking specifically when a team's on a hot streak, winning or losing. That's when I'm like, man, can they really actually win 8 games in a row? Eventually something's got to give. This isn't the NFL. Teams don't.
Oh, I'm down to ride those streaks, man. I'm down to ride those streaks. So, but hey, it shows you here, and that's why we do this show, right? And that's why we have different people on, so you get different approaches there. I love riding the streaks personally. So, I love how the chat has evolved into a blackjack strategy chat.
Our guy Sauce Boss might have the best one ever. He says, I like the smaller casinos where the dealers hand shuffle the cards on the table.
Oh, yeah. Okay, see, and Josh too, man, he's a paranoid guy because the way those games are built, they don't need to cheat to win. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a house edge, right? Because you have to go first. That's where the edge is, because you have to make the decision first, right?
Yeah.
Just like on roulette, the green is what gives you the house edge, right? The green is what gives you the minus 110, essentially.
Yeah, and I've heard so many different theories. Like, if you go up to the table with $500, they're going to let you win the first hand. And like, I tried that strategy. Nope, belly up every time.
How are they going to let you win? They have no control over anything.
Well, right, but it's those people that think that. And so, like, I'm like, I'll try anything. And it's no.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I do play table games just to get comped. So it's not like they're Flash has the inside connections. Flash can give us the inside scoop there. All right, back to basketball. I got too many windows open. Let me get back to Bookmaker. We just finished the Raptors and the Knicks. Tyler likes the Knicks. I want to join him. We like the over. We'll probably make those tags, huh, Tyler? Both those plays.
I like them both.
On the over. What do you think on the over?
The Raptors.
Pardon?
Tyler said the Raptors. I said the Knicks.
Yeah,
wait, you like the Raptors?
Yep.
Why?
It just rubs me like I've seen this Knicks team lose games like this before. They're on a winning streak. This is it right here. I can see that Toronto matches up well with them. I see Siakam coming in. He's just gonna. Randall's been playing great, but I think Siakam's gonna put up a better game than him. I mean, outside of that, they kind of nullify each other at every other position. Unless Fred VanVleet's out, then they have the advantage at the guard spot. But I think they could win this game. It's in Madison Square Garden. These guys tend to play up on these days, so yeah, I'm on Toronto here.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was doing too much stuff at once.
I do like the over,
likes the Knicks. You like the Raptors. We both like the overs. Let's move on. The Golden State Warriors are -3 on the road. We the People says it's off the board due to some weird news incoming. But Tyler, you said you have that news.
Rolled out.
Is that even weird? I mean, that's almost normal at this point. It'd be weird if he played, right? $230 million for a guy to sit on the bench. Is that one of the stupidest contracts ever, JC? Why the heck did they extend him? Bradley Beal, 5-year extension, small guard, over 30. That's just stupid.
No, everyone in Memphis wanted him, and I was like,
why?
No. Yeah, he's just one of those guys you're going to overpay. There's no value there.
That's going to score, put up big numbers, and not help you win because he can't defend and he can't do anything besides score. And if he's not scoring, he's not doing anything to help your team.
Yeah, he's like a lower value Trae Young.
Lower value Trae Young.
Called him great value Trae Young.
I don't even know if I could argue with that because he's not even a good leader. Probably Trae Young's a worse leader. But who do you like? Who do you like better, Tyler? Trae Young or Bradley Beal?
Probably Beal.
Really? How come?
Yeah, I mean, I just like the way Beal plays more. Just watching him, like as a viewer, I like the way Beal plays better. That's my only argument there. No basketball reasoning behind it. I just rather watch Beal play. That's
fair. All right. Sauce Boss wants to get AD and Beal on the same team. That's right. We'll call it Team Calvin Klein, modeling a new outfit at every NBA game. So the Warriors are -3. My projections like the Warriors here, Tyler, but I must not be properly accounting for how bad this team is on the road. There's no way that I'm going to take this team on the road. Now, I'm not necessarily saying I'm going to bet the Wizards, but to me, it's a situation where it's Wizards or pass. I don't even really care if Beal's out of the lineup, although wasn't it you two guys on this show last Monday who brought up the point that I said I don't think Beal's worth anything, and you brought the point, no, actually they suck without him? Tyler, start with you.
Yeah, I always played that. My motto for the Washington Wizards, it was preseason. I'm just going to stick with the entire year. When they're fully healthy, I'll bet them. When they're missing anybody of these key guys, I'm fading them. Their main guys out. They blew that game on Monday. I'm taking Golden State here, even on the road. They are the more healthy team. Steph's back. They've been shit on the road, so you get a very low line right here. And they're missing their best player on the other side. Could Washington keep this game close? Yes. But Golden State's going to right that ship on the road at some point this year. They're not going to lose every road game. Give me a -3 here. I think they win this game by double digits.
Tyler making a pretty good argument for the Warriors. What do you think, JC?
Yeah, no, I completely agree. So, I mean, just when you look at this, I mean, that Golden State -3 jumps off the page at you. You dig in a little bit deeper. Clay's out, but, they got Curry back, so they're good there. And Tyler's absolutely right about, like, that this theory about Washington, it's held true. Like I've gone against him a couple times when Washington's healthy, and it always bites me in the butt. So I'm totally riding with Tyler here.
Well, the projections are riding with you too. Maybe there's an RPB tag in the future, of course. You'll have to head over to runpuresports.com to find out. That's right. Become a member. Get access to the NBA betting playbook. It gives you all the projections, all the player props that Tyler likes, a list of the relevant trends, some game notes that we think are important. And, of course, the RPB tags are the bets that I personally have made. So while we talk about stuff on here, right, you'll get just a complete list, right? Some people might not have time to watch the full show every day. So if, hey, there's a day, you're busy, your mistress comes over at lunch, you can't watch the show, your wife's going to find out, join Run Pure Sports, and then you can just get a list of all the plays that we're making. The Miami Heat are -1 in Atlanta taking on the Hawks. The total's 223. Tyler, I have the Hawks winning here.
Yeah, I mean, they're at home. They do play better at home. They're getting Capella back. Bogdanovich is off the injury report. Trey's going to play here. Lowry's still out for Miami, but they are getting back Hero, so that's a good thing for them.
Yeah.
Might even like the over here now that Hero's back on the floor. They're going to put up some points.
What do I don't. It's
223. It's pretty low for this matchup. I'm going to agree with the.
I have it at 224.
I'm gonna agree with the projection spread. I'm taking Atlanta. I think they win this game.
Yeah, and isn't that another one, right? JC, that would have the MLK narrative here.
Yes, that one makes sense. Way
big
more
Georgia
than
guy. Yeah, big Georgia guy. So, what do you think? I like the Hawks here, man.
Yeah, hard to bet against the Hawks at home, especially if Young's probable. So yeah, I'm getting him back. I do like the Hawks. Good news, Udonis Haslam's going to play. Is he just this generation's Grant Hill? Like, my goodness. I feel like I've been watching that man play my whole life.
I was thinking he was.
The only difference is Grant Hill at one point was like one of the best players ever. Like, I'm just talking about
Haslam's like the NBA version of like Adam Vinatieri. Like, he's just like, you just keep watching him play, and it's like, how are you still in the league?
Yeah, it's someone. Yeah, I'm trying to think, or who just hung around forever in a different sport. Maybe there's a baseball player.
Yeah, there's got to be a pitcher that hung
around. What's his name?
Didn't that one closer for the Yankees? Like, it's got to be like 10 years ago now. Didn't he play for like 50 years? Rivera.
Murray, I figured you're talking about Rivera. I mean, it wasn't that long, and also too, like, it's one.
And he was good though. I mean, Haslam was just like an assistant coach, basically in a uniform.
Yeah.
Phillies, they had a starter. I'm completely blanking on his name, but he pitched forever too.
We need a player that's just on the bench that just doesn't
Adam Gunn. Haslam is the first
ARP player. Yeah. Tyler would slander him in the chat just for bumping some Mozart. Unbelievable.
I ain't slandering that guy in the line spread. He's gonna beat my ass.
All right, I'm gonna bring you Udonis Haslam on the next show. I'll be like, say something about my classical music.
I also feel like the Hawks have a really good record on MLK Day.
I would imagine, right? I mean, do we buy into those narratives? I don't buy into them as much as other people, but if they do exist, it's all right there. Anything more on this game before we move on?
That's it for me on this one.
Give
me Atlanta, give me the over.
Okay, here we go. The Warriors and the Hawks have the best winning percentage on MLK Day.
Where'd you find that?
NBA.com.
Sweet. Look at you. You're a good researcher. I like that, JC.
Thank you.
These young guys, Tyler, they're quick on their toes. The Utah Jazz are +2 in Minnesota, taking on the Timberwolves. The total is 235. Tyler, I kind of used the Jazz as an example earlier, but I don't know if they're the best example. We talked about Beal meaning so much to the Wizards. I think Conley means that much to the Jazz, right? They got a bunch of guys that they need direction. He's really becoming emblematic of what a true point guard is, the leader, the coach on the floor, getting the players into their sets, feeding the hot hand at the right time, making sure they don't become too one-dimensional. So I think he's really important to the team. As far as I'm seeing, right, he should be playing tonight. This is a wild game with Q tags, though, right? Anthony Edwards, Gobert, Torian Prince, Rudy Gay, Lauri Markkanen, all questionable. Colin Sexton's back off injury. Kelly Olynyk will be out for sure. Jordan McLaughlin's out for sure. And a guy named Josh Minot, apologies, I'm not familiar with his game. He's active here for the Timberwolves. So, boy, Tyler, tough to get involved right now. If these teams, if all these Q players played, let's see what my projections have. My head says that I'm going to want the Jazz. Yeah, I think I would take the Jazz plus the points. I have this game really close.
Yeah, if they all play, though, I think I'm going to go opposite of you. They had the narrative earlier in the year when Minnesota visited Utah. I was like, oh, go Bears back. Let's beat up on them. They won that game. I just see all the Q tags. I think somebody's going to miss here for them. And Ant Edwards has been playing very well. I think they come into Minnesota, and I think Ant just stomps them out. They just put up a 30 ball. They put him in the dirt, and they win that game. So I'm going to be on Minnesota at that short number. As long as all those guys are in. If we start to see some of these Q tags get rolled out, others rolled in, I probably just completely stay away from this game.
JC, scale of 1 to 10. Rate the nickname The Finisher for Lauri Markkanen, the player from Finland. It's pretty good, man.
Yeah,
the
I'm thinking
finisher.
7.5 or an 8.
Yeah. All right, how do you see this game? Jazz plus 2, total 235.
Yeah, stay away. I said it a couple weeks ago. I don't bet on Timberwolves games and playing the Jazz. I'm certainly not touching that. Just so easily could go any which way, blowout either way, close game either way. So I got nothing for you.
Did you guys see Detroit set their price tag for Bogdanovich in a trade?
What is it?
No.
2 first rounders or something?
No, just a one. Just give us one unprotected first rounder. That's all they want.
That's fair.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because the only team that's really going to make a move for him is a team that's close to being on the edge. So you're thinking that's got to be in the 20s.
Yeah.
Right?
What if it's like 7 years from now?
Well, I wouldn't do that if I were that team. I would try and make it as soon as possible. Because if you're a
You
championship
see where I'm
team,
going with this, right?
Oh, God. Oh, my
It
God.
completely went over his head the first time.
Yeah, it did.
Dude, you know that I go on NBA Reddit and I follow every single team's subreddit except for the Lakers. I just can't stand it. I mean, it's just
unbelievable.
I'm sure.
Trades. Oh, Lonnie Walker and our 2 first rounders for Damian Lillard. It's like, what are you guys on?
I remember when they traded for Lonnie Walker, and I said that to you. You're like, that means nothing. I was like, he'll be an all right player. Like, he'll be able to score 15.
I'll take the L there. He's looked pretty good. I just didn't think he was going to have the offensive chops to even matter. So, hey, credit to him.
Also, just before we get into the next game, has anyone checked the MVP odds recently?
You're victory lapping that one, aren't you?
No, I don't like this. There's no way this dude wins 3 in a row.
Why can he not?
They didn't want to vote for him last year. They had to default to him.
Yeah, but nobody can stay healthy.
I mean, Luka's hanging out right around there, plus 250. I think he's missed 3 games, and they were all rest games.
I think the media would rather give it to Luka.
LeBron's down to 160 to 1.
I knew you were going to victory lap that on me. Oh, my God. We the people want the Beam team to grab Boyan. Do you think he'd be a good fit on our team?
Yeah, I think he would be. But, I mean, you guys got a lot of forwards already, like Murray, Herter, Barnes. Like, you'd have to swap one of them out for him.
Yeah. You will not. He says if Jokic wins 3 in a row, he'll stop watching NBA.
He ain't winning 3 in a row, we the people. We won't let it happen.
If I didn't quit NBA after 2002, we the people, you can't quit just for Jokic winning MVP. All right, Phoenix Suns plus 10.5 in Memphis, taking on the Grizzlies. A total of 229.5. Phoenix Suns are plus 400 on the money line. No Chris Paul, no Campaign, no Cam Johnson, Landry Shamet questionable. Why is every star questionable today? In this game, John Morant's questionable.
He's been questionable like pretty much most of the year.
Is he like A1 where he's questionable every night and he plays every night?
Pretty much. You see that dunk he had over the weekend?
Which one?
I believe it was Indiana. He had it. He got Podol again, but I mean, he dunks.
Oh, yeah. I saw that one.
Yeah,
I saw the one on
the guy on Indiana, that was bad. You got to see the one on Indiana. Like, he had it cocked back pretty far and just slammed it right down.
Bro, my guy, Lauri Markkanen's putting down some dunks, too.
Yeah, but the one Jaw put down looked like a video game dunk.
Yeah.
It was
Ja
bad.
can lead. Did you see it actually cost me a spread, I almost felt like, because it was a turning point in the game. What game did we have the plus 10 against Memphis? Anyways, he had the sweetest thing, and they called a goaltend, and it was not. He had the sweetest block.
Oh, the block. That was the Indiana game.
Okay, yeah, that same game.
He had the block.
I felt that was the turning point of that game. Because at that point, they cut it to 10. They had some momentum. And then it just felt like when you start getting swatted like they were, Indiana's getting swatted left and right. I feel like you don't want to shoot anymore.
Nope, your confidence dies. Guys are just sending it off the backboard.
You can see him. Buddy Hield's getting sent to the thing. He didn't want to go in the paint anymore. Jaren Jackson's sending people left and right. John Morant's getting blocked. I think that a block, it just can do so much for a team's confidence there. But now the Grizzlies are laying 10.5 against Phoenix. I know that they thought this game would be good when they scheduled it. But with this rash of injuries to the Phoenix Suns, they simply haven't been playing very well. My projections tell me to take the Suns, Tyler. I'm not going to listen to them. What do you think?
Yeah, give me the over here. I'm probably going to leave this side alone. 228. I mean, we see Memphis just hanging 230s left and right. Phoenix guys are going to fight. Dwayne Washington's looked good in that guard spot with these guys out. And I mean, one of the favorite players on the floor tonight, Spready's off the injury report, Dylan Brooks. He's back. So, I mean, we're going to get 4 fouls out of him, some 3-pointers chucked up. They fall, it only helps our over. So, I'll be on the over and a small lean to Memphis -10. Just don't want to lay those double digits here.
We the people wants to wait for the news. Hey, that's a lot of today, man. This is disappointing.
We're locked in on the over, though.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. JC, what do you think of the Suns and the Grizzlies? You're in Memphis. How are you feeling? Giannis got ruled out?
Yep, he's out.
Oh, bro, I'm so glad I didn't bet that game. I would be bitter right now. I'd be tilting like our guy Mark Q Music.
Yeah, definitely.
I would be. What are they going to move the line to? I'll let you guys know when it pops back up. It's locked on.
It's going to be like 5.
Yeah, I got it locked on FanDuel as well. I mean, this Grizzlies team is just unreal. Like, they are such a fun team. They're going to make it 10 in a row tonight, and they don't let up. Like, that's the thing that's great about it's fun about this Memphis team watching them play. They don't care if they're up 5, 10, 15. They're playing every minute like they're down 5.
Bro, they're the ultimate bullies, dude. They love just beating up on shitty teams.
They're the Baltimore
That
Ravens
Indiana game we were talking about, Tyler,
yeah.
They were flossing at the end. They're just running up the score. Josh
fun.
Dancing down the sideline. Yeah.
I mean, on this 9-game winning streak, they've won at the spread 6 times. I absolutely think they will blow up Phoenix, especially after what happened when the last time they played and Phoenix blew them out. Like, being that Phoenix is banged up, absolutely take the Grizzlies with the points, no problem. Lay the points.
You're laying the points with Memphis. Tyler likes the over. Any props, gentlemen?
No, just especially with Ja being questionable, kind of got to wait on that one. Baines rebounds is normally a fine play.
I'm with him. I got to wait. I can't do anything with these numbers right now without Ja. Maybe a Jaren Jackson, but that's probably it for me. Just because if Ja sits it, the only thing it really affects for Jaren Jackson is his points. Like, you get in on his rebounds now and Ja's rolled out, it really doesn't affect much there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And also, I mean, Johnny Conchar, always got to wait to see if the Conch man's going to play.
You know what? We the people's going to love this. So we have a premiere day here. And I have every single star getting ruled out, and they're on the tag. Tell me this season isn't too long, we the people. Come on, this is supposed to be a showcase day.
They came back at 6, Freddie said.
And it's 9:49 a.m. on the West Coast, 12:49 for you guys on the East Coast, and we don't even know who's playing. Come on, Adam Silver. Let's go. Let's fix this. Houston Rockets are +5.5 in Los Angeles, taking on the Lakers. The total is 235.5. What were you telling me before the show? LeBron likes classical music like I do?
Yeah. It was on.
Well, Tyler, why don't you DM him and tell me he's listening to elevator music?
I would. He'd never see it.
He says he listens to like rap when he's in the weight room, and then when he goes, I forgot what part.
This is also
that's exactly what I do.
Listen. This is also the same guy who posted a picture yesterday on Instagram of, you know how they do they call, like, the guys were doing the him thing, and then they were calling themselves Himothy.
Yeah.
He posted a picture of a female basketball player and called her Hermothy. What are we doing?
No wonder Kareem was criticizing him. We the people says we need all the games we can get. We the people, would you rather bang a 5 10 times or bang a 10 twice? Think about that. All right, let's move on. The Lakers are minus 5.5. Who do you like, Tyler?
I mean, LeBron's questionable for rest. They played last night. Give me Houston before this number moves. Give me.
There's no way he's sitting out.
I'm not going to say
he's going to
not.
sit out MLK Day.
If he needs to slow down his points to help out that narrative to get him to set the record against Milwaukee, it would make sense.
Why would he care about setting against Milwaukee? Because that's Kareem's old team.
We talked about it pre-show.
Yeah,
good, but the people didn't hear it, so that's why I'm asking.
Yeah. I'm asking Tyler if he heard. Did you know about?
No, he wasn't in here.
LeBron and his corner threes.
I didn't know about the corner threes, but I just know these guys love to do these record breakers in bigger arenas. You watch Steph miss like every three. Was it last year or the year before that? He missed every three games leading up to the Knicks game.
Yeah.
Goes to Madison Square Garden. He needed one the entire time. The first shot he took from three, bucket.
Well, if he wants to break it at Madison Square Garden, he needs to play tonight. I don't think there's any way he's sitting on MLK Day.
So check this out. Oh, that is true. The Justice Warrior LeBron's got to play on MLK Day. No, so all season long in the pregame, LeBron's been practicing a hook shot corner three.
I seen the hook shot.
You can't make a hook from 3-point range. That's absolutely ridiculous. Just get down in the post and do it properly.
Can you imagine, though, if that's how he breaks
the record? If he did a three,
that's disrespectful. That is so disrespectful if he hook shots a three to break the point record.
Just do it. He's not. Do you know how hard it is to do a hook shot from three?
Kareem might stumble out onto the floor like half crippled and try and fight LeBron if he shoots a hook shot 3-pointer to break his record.
Also,
I love the chat right now that they're going in on.
Yeah, you said that question. You said that question. I just see all the answers coming in.
I take a 9 3 times.
I gotta leave the people. I'll take the 5.
Yeah, Bill Miner's going for the 10.
Skip Bayless put out this gem last night or this morning.
Oh wow! How are you quoting Skip Bayless on this?
No.
You're lucky.
Hang on, it's all going to come together. It's all going to come together. LeBron has the lowest 3-point percentage in the league, which I don't really know how that's possible.
It's not right. That can't be right.
But that's what he said. So it's just funny, all that tying in. Like he can't hit a 3, but yet he's going to break the record with the hook shot.
He's not going to do a sky hook from 3-point range. It's not even possible. Like
I will post a video.
Step away as you do it. I tried to learn it when I was a kid.
If he starts shooting sky hooks from 3 middle of the game, and it's like a close game, it's gonna be hilarious.
Well, it's like the dunk contest. Like you have to get it first shot. Like all of the pizzazz is taken out when you got to do it 2-3 times. Like you. It'd
be funny if we watch him do it like 5 games and he just can't get it to go in.
I don't think you can make a sky. I mean, you can, but I mean, that has to be one of the most lowest percentage shots in all of basketball.
No, he's probably done it. He's going to be another record.
He's gonna practice a sky hook just to get fouled and be standing at the free throw line with the record on the line.
I mean, but it's like you normally step as you're doing. I mean, I can't show you because.
But do you think it's kind of like Cal Ripken's home run in the All-Star game? Like, do you think they'll just let him take that shot?
Yeah.
How you feel about this one, Spread?
Oh God, we're not talking about magnetized rims, are we? Is it time to slander Westbrook? I mean, we got to do all the basic stuff here.
He does deserve some slander after last night.
All right, we're talking about the Lakers. So who are we betting in this game?
I mean,
I'm on the Rockets.
I
don't think he plays.
So you got to go.
There's no way he plays. I'll do a side bet with you, Tyler. I think LeBron plays tonight.
I don't think he does. They played last night
on the injury report.
I see questionable for rest.
Yeah, he's on Basketball Monster.
I got nothing on covers, and covers hasn't steered me wrong, so I'll definitely take spreads.
I can't see him sitting out tonight. It's a nationally televised game. It's the last game of the evening.
It's LeBron we're talking about.
Yeah.
He don't care.
What do you think of this prop? A Russ triple-double.
If he's out, then yeah.
Rockets? Yeah, that could be.
Against the Rockets, yeah. Hey, does he have revenge on Rockets?
Sure. He's the kind of guy that, like, you look at him wrong and he's got beef with you.
Yeah, I wouldn't want beef with him, man. The dude looks like he could fight.
Yeah. But he's also like
he's like super fast. He's pretty strong.
Westbrook?
Yeah.
Looks like he'd bite.
I don't want to fight someone who bites either.
He's also like probably. I think he thinks he's like Jordan and is like, oh, I got this beef and I'm going to bring it to you, but he's obviously not on that level.
And I took that personally. That's the meme.
Yeah.
You know who they said was the worst fighter in the NBA spread?
Who?
Jordan Clarkson. They said he's got 4 square ups and no punches thrown.
When Desmond Bain is talking trash about you, like that's bad because there's no way Desmond Bain can fight.
Hair's looking pretty sweet for Jordan though. I like it.
He's another one though. He looks like he might bite also.
Desmond Bain or Clarkson?
Yeah, no, Desmond Bain.
Yeah, because the dude's jacked, but he's a pretty boy. Like no way can he fight.
That's funny.
Who do you like in the pretty boy battle? Him or Kelly Oubre?
Bain and Oubre or Clarkson? And Oubre?
Bain versus Oubre.
Give me Bain.
I'll take
Oubre's
Oubre.
gonna break a nail.
I can't stand Desmond
Oubre's
Bain.
gonna get hit in his face and start crying. He's gonna be like, "Oh my god." Bain's a little pit bull. He's just getting in there.
All right, let's get the show back on track. JC, who are you betting tonight in the Lakers versus the Rockets? The line is -5.5. The total is 235.5.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, seeing that Pat Bev's questionable, I just don't really want to risk that. So I'll take the Rockets.
It's a revenge game for your boy too.
That's true. That's true. Wow, a lot of revenge going on. Shoot,
Pat Bev revenge night?
Yeah.
How long ago was he on the Rockets?
Oh, forever ago, like 3 teams ago.
Yeah, that's where he started at though.
We were getting pretty Mangoni here with these revenge angles.
He had a cup of tea in Houston, like our guy Mangone says. So.
Mangone always gives him a cup of coffee. Marquee Music Group's really put a lot of it. He said he'd take a 10 once and then a 9, 8, 7, 6, and a 5 once. It all evens out. Maybe it wasn't the best example, but it got us talking. We've had a fun chat today. We've broken down blackjack strategies, we're getting
fight lines.
Yeah, fight lines, Tinder swipes. So let's do it though, because we got to start talking touchdowns here real soon. Anything more on this game, or do we want to go straight to the best bets?
I like Houston looking at some of these performance doubles. Jalen Green to score 25 and win +400.
You really like Houston to win tonight?
Yes. I don't think
they've lost 10 games in a row. Going back to JC's thing earlier about looking at the last 10. Go to last 10. L.
W's coming.
Bro, they look like an and one offense.
They'll be fine.
They don't even run plays.
They'll be fine.
It seriously looks like a pickup. Like if me and you played and we never played before, we just take turns dribbling.
They'll be all right. They
don't even set screens for each other.
They're gonna win. What do the Lakers look like if LeBron's on the bench?
They look like the Westbrook show. They look like OKC Thunder in 2012.
I don't know if that beats an A1 team.
All right, JC, anything more on the Lakers and the Rockets before we give out the best bets?
No, I don't really have a play there. Like, there are just way too many question marks there between all those guys. So it's definitely a stay away spot unless more news drops.
All right, guys. This is a fun show today, guys. You got to give us a thumbs up. We brought everything we had for the holiday. We diverged into different areas, had some fun, as well as giving you the winners. But we're not done giving the winners yet. You hit the thumbs up. We give you the best bets. JC, start with you.
Yeah, man. So after looking up that stat, I'm taking the MLK parlay. Give me the Warriors and the Hawks money line. Parlay that +225 odds. Apparently they went on MLK Day. I like them today. So normally don't do a parlay, but we will today.
I love it. We got to get out of our, holiday. We got to do some things to celebrate, get a little different. Tyler, what's your best bet for the day?
Yeah, love that parlay. I was going to take the Golden State -3, but I'll leave that alone now. Give me that over in Toronto, New York, over 218. I think we see a ton of points there. They get up into the 220s and get that over for us.
All right, and I'll do the MLK Day. This is what I was going to do anyways. JC already kind of gave it out, but I'll take the Atlanta Hawks. I have them to win out right over the Wizards. They're a slight underdog. Over the Heat. I think they're a slight underdog, and I think that line is wrong. That's the biggest edge I have on the board today. Of course, to see all my projections and get all the RPB plays, head on over to runpuresports.com. Become a member. If you're not going to do that, guys, at least give us a thumbs up, right? We're trying to give you winners. We're trying to have some fun. And I personally think we did a great job today. That's it for us, my guy, We the People, man. I love having you in the chat every day. And if you guys want, these best bets have always been pretty good. He does a great job. I don't know how he does it. The guy doesn't believe in defense, but he's still able to handicap the NBA. So give him credit for doing that. Today, his best bet is Brook Lopez, 3+3s and win. Like that call there. JC, give us some words of wisdom before.
Yeah, it's MLK Day, so I'm gonna run with the quote from the King. He said, "If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way." And that applies to every aspect of life, whether it's your work, helping out the homeless, and even your gambling. You might not be able to win a 10-team parlay, but you make 7 straight bets, you might be able to pull out 7-8 wins. So yeah, I can't do great things. I can do small things in a great way.
We're going to do small things in a great way today and run pure.